I'm in. Um, Riptide, Lurker of the Deep. Here he is. This big boy. Let's go to the cards here. Gosh, he's so cool looking. I want him to do well. I've not seen that prospect yet, but I want to mess around a little bit with Riptide, and specifically with Barbed Castaway. We got a new arrow, or a new bow, excuse me. It's Riptide's bow. So when he LLs, and I'm sure he will, Barbed Castaway will go with him. So just a matter of time. I'm gonna read this card. We gotta read. I have to read this card 2 or 3 times every turn. Whenever you play a card from hand, you may put a card from hand face down into your arsenal. So this is basically reload, right? If you play a card from hand, reload. Pretty awesome. This saves you from having to pay to activate your bow to put an arrow in arsenal, assuming you can play something from hand. So, a couple things about that. My first thoughts, you get your 0 cost version of the deck, where so you play a 0 cost buff from hand, your next arrow attack has +3, something else. And then you put an arrow face down into your arsenal, and then it's a 0 cost arrow, ideally, and then you play the 0 cost arrow. So 0 cost arrow is usually 0 for 4 damage. So we'll just say you play above 0 +3, play an arrow 0 for 4, so you're coming in for 7 damage. 2 cards for 7 damage. It's not... It's inefficient, right? I could play from my hand a 3 cost 7 damage attack, pitching a blue, and I would get to keep 1 card in my deck. Right? So with this, I play 2 cards. One's a buff, one's an arrow. The other method, I am playing 1 card and pitching 1 card. So losing 1 fewer card. That's better. So what about the other things about Riptide? We can move to paying for arrows and Barbed Castaway's ability. So the first part of the ability, once per turn instant, 1 resource, you may put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. Well, that's neat for arrows that have benefits when they're face up. But if I'm playing something from hand, maybe I don't need to do that. If I can't play from hand, hey, you need that ability on a bow. That's great. Second ability I find very interesting, and it's mostly what I'll be testing, but once per turn instant, 1 resource, you may turn a face down arrow in your arsenal face up. If you do, put an aim counter on it. So now we can go back to that previous scenario with the 0 costs, right? So let's say you put a 0 for 3 buff, you put a drill shot down, face down in your arsenal, you pay 1 to turn it face up and give it an aim counter. You fire the drill shot. So you've paid 1, you're dealing 7 power arrow that now has piercing 1, and on hit you get -1 defense on an equipment. So with that aim counter, the piercing 1, making it harder for your opponent to block with their equipment in that specific scenario, pretty good. But if you look at some of the newer arrows, actually most of the aim counter arrows in Outsiders are, you pay 1, they get +1 attack. So your arrows are going to do a little bit more damage now. So let's say you play the 0 for 3 buff, put an arrow in there, you pay to flip it up, put an aim counter on it. Now it's for 6 attack plus the 3, so you're coming in for 9. You paid 2 resources to fire for 9. It's looking a little better in that instance, and now we've got the problem of hand, the hand problem here. That requires 3 cards to do. I would rather be blocking with 2 cards, firing 2 cards. So that does require 3 cards to do. There's a sort of cheeky way to get around this with this new legendary, Trench of Sunken Treasure. Presuming we have something in Arsenal already, we can do the once per turn instant activation, put a face down card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. So we just do that, we gain 1 resource. Now we play our 0 for 3 buff, we load the drill shot, we use that resource we just gained from the Sunken Treasure to put the aim counter on the drill shot, fire that off. So we have only 2 cards in that scenario, but we needed something in our arsenal to start the turn. Not always something we can do. Because, unlike Death Dealer, Barbed Castaway doesn't draw anything. So you're going to be losing out on cards with this weapon compared to... let me rephrase that. Death Dealer is an amazing card because it says draw a card. Best mechanic in any card game. When you have a 2-card hand with Death Dealer and you pitch something to load the arrow, you get a card in your hand. You get to end your turn with something in your arsenal. That's not going to work this way with Barbed Castaway. So Riptide's signature weapon isn't really giving you something for the arsenal, despite the legendary expecting something in arsenal. Of course, this is also to degunk any defense reactions you get stuck in the arsenal. So it's obviously it's got great utility, but using Death Dealer and drawing a card to put in an arsenal at the end of the turn, probably a better way to go with the trench. But I think I'm going to try it anyway. I want to see lines of play. I just want to see what the lines of play do. I just want to get out there, start going through the motions, figuring out why I would want to do any of this anyway. Why would we play Riptide? Why choose Barbed Castaway? I'm going to figure that out. So to kind of counteract that lack of a card draw, I'm kind of hoping for ponder tokens to become a thing. So premeditate, you can play from your hand, put a card in arsenal, you get a ponder token, so you can maybe do the 0 cost buff here, 0 cost arrow, go in for 7, you get the ponder token, end of your turn, you get to draw a card, put something in an arsenal. I think it's going to be a lot more important in Riptide, specifically with a Barb Castaway build. So Ponder Token's going to go quite a long way. So for Ponder Tokens, I've got Premeditate, I've got Codex of Bloodrot, and I've got Codex of Inertia. Something about the Codex is each hero puts the top card of their deck face down into their arsenal. So you don't really know what you're putting in, but with the legendary Sunken Treasure, you can push that away if it's not something you want. But then create a Ponder Token. This is also mandatory, so can put you in an awkward spot, maybe. We'll find out. So to satisfy these sort of, 0 buff turns, I want some 0 cost arrows. So I've got these Bolton shots, got 6 of those, 3 drill shots. I'm thinking about putting the blues in. We'll figure that out. 3 endless arrows. These seem very good. If you could play a buff, shoot an endless arrow that hits, play another buff, shoot an endless arrow that hits. That's a very interesting 3-card hand for like 14 or something. But that's obviously if it has to hit. But pretty awesome. Let me see if I have any other. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it as far as those arrows are concerned for the 0 cost arrows. I've got the 1 cost arrows. These are just arrows that have interesting effects with aim counters. The Barbed Undertow. I don't really know how to evaluate this yet, so I'm just putting it in the deck and I'm going to play it for a little bit. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. This is a good way to find out through practice. Infecting Shot. This card looks bonkers to me. So with the aim counter thing, with a 2-card hand, you can shoot for 6, threatening a Bloodpox, which is kind of like a 2-card for 8 at the minimum. If you manage to, I don't know. I feel like you have to have 3 cards in order to pull this off to do 3 cards for 9, 10, 3 cards for 11, which is good. I feel like 3 cards for 11 is solid. You want to get that number up, but anyway, so I'm running the red ones. I'm also running the blue ones because the blue one is going to be 3, and with the aim counter, it'll be +1. So it'll be 1 for 4 basically, or 2 for 4. It'll be very much the same as a headshot, except it's threatening that Bloodrot Pox. So this is kind of, the blue one is kind of like running the blue headshot in Azalea. When you're looking for just kind of the strongest blue arrow you have. I've got the Sedation shots, similarly, just trying out the aim counter stuff with the Barb Castaway. It's surely it's going to work. If it doesn't work, this will be at least good limited practice. How good is it in a limited context? And then, well, yeah, I guess not too many arrows here. Take a look at some of these buffs, though. Get Lace with Bloodrot. It's kind of a 0 for 5, if it hits. So if you do Lace with Bloodrot on top of an Infecting Shot that has an aim counter, if that hits, we get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's like 3-card hand for 13. That's crazy. Assuming it hits. Premeditate, I showed a second ago. So this is going to buff any attack action card I play from Arsenal, which is something I want to be doing. It also creates a Ponder Token, which I kind of explained earlier, but I want to play Premeditate because I think Virulent Touch is going to be really good. So I could play Premeditate and kind of load Virulent Touch into my arsenal and then just play it out for free. 0 for 7. this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation here, because if it's defended from a card by a card from hand, you get the blood rot pox. If it's not, you're taking damage. So it's just kind of like you're taking damage either way. How would you like to do it? I think that's going to be pretty interesting. Oh, Alex is here. Where's your first pass? I'm assuming you put a link in. I don't see you. I don't see your link. Presumably. Oh, you may have said something on the Discord here. Oh, hey, you know what? I see someone else is free for some games. Let me, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting the stream here to chat with some folks here. Yeah, Alex has a first pass here. Let's peep the set. There it goes. The blue drill shot, I'm really thinking about also. Death touch, really on the fence with. But you are doing the barbed. Okay, you're doing the barbed castaway thing. Fletch is interesting. I imagine Heatseeker. This is one of those cards where I'm like never sure, but Heatseeker's just hard. Heatseeker and Immobilizing are hard for me to evaluate. I think Hemorrhage Boar is going to get some nice damage in. Yeah, Premeditate as well. Yeah, you and I have a kind of a similar idea of you don't need to run 24 traps. I feel like I've seen a lot of people just running every possible trap. I don't really think that's not the way I like to do things. Oops. So I'm gonna peep. Let's see. Yeah, so I like the Premeditate Virulent Touch thing. Just 0 for 7. Seek and Destroy is just good. So playing that card kind of acts as a lace with inertia, kind of. Actually, I guess it's better because it destroys cards in Arsenal. The Codexes, again, these are both for Ponders, and Blood Rot tokens are just great, so I want to be making those anyway. The inertia stuff is just kind of like, I feel like I'm not going to be able to keep up necessarily, and I'm hoping the inertia tokens will slow my opponent down enough to where my weaker turns are still more or less doing something, I guess. Yeah, Alex, I'm on the same play pattern. The problem is that you're only ever going to be blocking 3 damage each turn, you know. However, once you get into that flow, I think you're going to end up putting arrows in your arsenal in lieu of a turn. Block for 3 cards, arsenal and arrow, draw your hand. Now you've got the opportunity to block with 2 cards, maybe make a Ponder token. But well, I'm going to see how it goes. Deadeye, super cool, and I'm trying out the aim counter package just in general, so maybe I can make my opponent discard a card. Rain Razors, these are for all the surprise on hits I've got. So first of all, I'm running, Bolton shots, 6 Bolton shots. Rain Razors with those is excellent. But also, if I throw out a drill shot for 7 and my opponent decides to cover all that up and I pop a Rain Razors, the on-hit effects are going to be good. Similarly with the Endless Arrow and Sedation Shot, the Infecting Shot, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to secure those on-hits, basically. And then I have the blue Fletch of Blue Tail. Or I guess it's always call Fletch a blue tail when it's blue. 1 for +2. So if I hold a blue, this, and an arrow, I can do everything that I want to be doing. I guess I could make this bigger. People could see it. Yeah, so blue cards have -1 while defending this. This is maybe better as a sideboard card, but I'm going to try it out. I honestly just needed blues. I was kind of hesitant on what blues to put in. Speaking of hesitant to what blues I want to put in, last ditch effort. This is just kind of a more of a cute thing. It blocks for 3. It's great. Pitches blue. That's great. If this gets stuck in my arsenal, I want to be in a pattern of sinking things from my arsenal to the bottom of my deck. And I feel like I can hide these in my arsenal. My opponent won't see them coming. And then at the end of the game, here's 8 go again. Maybe I'm overthinking that. I'll figure that out. Surely it won't really matter. And then we've got the traps. So I've got the Pitfall Trap. These are main boarding Pitfall Trap. Deal 2 damage unless they pay 1. It seems like it's going to be easy to get things into my arsenal, so I'm fine with running all 3 copies of this. And then I've got Buzzsaw Trap, Collapsing Trap, and Spike Pit Trap, just to check all those out. They are blue. They block 3. Those are good things. So I'm just kind of trying that stuff. In the sideboard, I've got various other traps that feel very much like I don't really want to run these in every match. Probably good time to swap out a Pitfall Trap or swap out maybe one of the Codexes or the Fetch a Blue Tail or something. With that, and the Boulder Trap. If I ever see an Oldham, I just put this right in. This is the hope they swing their hammer and then destroy their shield. So yeah, this is kind of a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to see if Bryce is down to play a game. Or actually, Alex, if you're down to play. Oh, Bryce is in the chat. Let me see. Hey, Bryce, are you there? You are muted if you are here. Well, you're muted if you're not here also.
What's up, Jace?
What's up? Let me see. Yeah, I actually think people can hear you in my stream. Hey, I'm testing some Riptide. What are you playing?
I am going to play some Dorinthia.
Dorinthia, eh? Interesting. Yeah, let's let me copy my deck here. I'm glad you reached out here. I don't like playing randoms on Talishar. So
no.
Let's see, we've got. Wait, I can send you a game, right?
Yeah, you should be able to send me make it private and send me the link, or I can do it if need be too.
I should have it here. It has been a while since I was on here. Oh, you know what? I should put that in the Talishar links. Let's see, you're playing Dorinthia. feel like that's gotta go in. Probably that.
If you are streaming too, feel free to prioritize that, like in terms of like chat stuff.
Oh,
like
sure.
voice,
Well,
you,
right now
so
it's
you
just
can,
Alex. See, now I'm like, I want to try out all the new traps now, you know? I've got some cards with broken JPEGs. I don't really know how that's going to work.
At least one of us has actually went and made
Right.
an effort.
I also don't know what I'm going to run. I'm going to run too many cards, I guess. Try that out. Yeah, I might just end up running too many cards. See how it goes. No, surely. Well, okay, we'll try it. Am I going first or second? I think I go second.
I feel like that probably makes sense because at least you can also load an arrow on your turn.
Exactly.
You don't need to block.
That is correct. That's my line of thinking, at least.
Oh, this is a hand.
You know, I've got put this New Horizon on. It seems to make sense. I just don't know how to really get the best value. Oh, okay. Just right out of the gate.
Gotta pressure you a little bit.
You sure do. You read some cards here. Well, it took me until like just a minute ago or after you attacked to actually look at my hand. It is it's a bad hand, but is it bad enough? I didn't say it was good at blocking. It's just a bad hand. How do I do this? So usually with any regular game, I would just throw my entire hand at this.
Say that's normally pretty safe.
Yeah, I can't do that. So not only can I not throw my entire hand at it, I've got some low blocking cards in my hand. So it's this awkward. Do I let the first one hit and try to block the second one? You know? Or do I just throw everything in front of this now?
And make me have the react?
Yeah, I mean, you've got it anyway. Like, surely you wouldn't lead off with a red Warrior's Valor. I mean, yeah, you could go up to 12 if I got unlucky here. I say we just... I think the right play is to just say, hey, Doing my best here. Cover up as much as I can. This way it doesn't hit twice, theoretically. But maybe...
I would say that is a smart move.
Yeah. Do I want to get this card out of my hand? Probably not. Oh yeah, I've got a broken JPEG. I'm pretty sure I know what card that is. Okay, let's try this. So what's interesting is the layers. Before my non-attack resolves, I can load my arsenal.
That is actually really interesting because like you can kind of save yourself a resource on some arrows.
Exactly. Then I can flip it over, give it an aim counter.
Yeah.
Now I can just let those things resolve. And I get the ponder token here. Pretty good. But we'll just fire that off. This is a blue infecting shot, so it's coming in for 4, 5, 6, 7 right now, and it will have a blood rot pox on hit, which is pay 3 or take 1 or take 2, something like that.
Yeah, pay 3, take 2. So 7 blood rot on hit, correct?
Yes.
And then you already have your ponder token.
Oh, you know what? I'm realizing I'm holding priority on accident. And that's a blue arrow. So that's not bad.
We're gonna pass blocking.
I will just do that. Alright, so that happens. I think I do that. Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to act, like, really abuse the New Horizon in this deck.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Get the leading buffs here. I'm expecting reactions. This is your doom. This
That's
card.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It is. Should I do that?
Oh, ew, and it decreases the attack? That is disgusting.
For the whole turn, yeah.
That is disgusting, good lord.
So I believe this takes off Dawnblade counters also. I could be mistaken.
It probably would, yeah.
Alright, this will be kind of interesting. Let's see. This is right. So I'm trying to think of how to just take advantage of New Horizon, not necessarily make a great play here. So I think in response to playing the Codex, I think I can put a card in my arsenal, flip it up, and give it an aim counter if it's an arrow. Then the Codex will put a card in my arsenal. Is that right?
Prior face, so you can.
I'll have 2 arsenal zones, right? Because I'll have a face-up card.
What does the bow do? The bow pay 1 to flip and put a name counter, then pay 1 to load an arrow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. I'm not super playing optimally right now. I'm just kind of.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Seeing what we got here. Yeah, so theoretically I can get. See, it didn't put anything in my arsenal. That's not. I don't know if that's as the rules intend, or if that's just the way Talishar is currently programmed.
It's probably just something on Talishar, because I imagine it should work that way, because New Horizon just requires a face-up in your arsenal. So maybe if you like load first and flip, or just like rather load face-up and then play the Codex.
Oh, instead of doing the flip? Okay, let's see if that does anything.
Undo the turn?
Yeah, I'll undo the turn here. So, play the Codex.
I think you probably may want to load first.
Yeah, okay, we'll load. Choose a card to pitch. I'll pitch that card. Load this card. So I have a card face up in Arsenal. This is not ideal because I'd rather have an aim counter on this, but for science I want to see what happens. Oh, but now it's asking me, or now it's saying I can put a card in my arsenal. So like, right. I have another card in my hand that I can just put in the arsenal. That's interesting. I want to save it for resources, but let's see if it actually. No, it doesn't. So this sounds like a Talishar thing. And I would rather have an aim counter on this, so I'm just gonna undo this again. And the risk here is that I could put something in my arsenal that I can't flip over. So I do want to play the Codex first. That way I can put this into my arsenal. Give it an aim counter. Do that. Okay. So that is... Oh... It's still asking me to put this card. Huh. Well, I'm not going to put the card in. Oh, I have to. I was just talking about this From their hand, face down into the arsenal. Dude, this is on me. I'm sorry. No. I misread this. For some reason, I thought it was from the top of your deck. And I think there's another card that puts a card from the top of your deck. Alright. Either way, this is, yeah, it's coming in 6 with the inertia token.
What does the inertia token do?
It, at the end of your turn, you put your hand and arsenal on the bottom of your deck.
Coming in for 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Alex says it's coded as reload in Talishar. Riptide. Oh, wait. So, Alex, can you respond to playing a non-attack action by putting a card in your arsenal? Or does that not work? Oh. Bryce, I was going to say, it says you're inactive. Was it holding? I wasn't holding priority, was I?
No, that was on me.
Okay. I will not choose an action. Okay.
Gonna be experiencing some deja vu.
Wow. Okay. I guess bring it on. Eight is a lot. I gotta risk it, as they say. Oh, it's giving me a priority to put something in my arsenal. That's
interesting.
It is interesting. It will surely come up one day that I need to do that, but as of now, it's awkward to get used to, basically.
So is this from your hand or from your arsenal?
That was from my hand. So because I played it from my hand, I have priority window. Whenever I play something from my hand, I can put a card face down into my arsenal. But since the card in my arsenal is currently face down, I only have one arsenal zone.
Sure. And then this did do 1 damage as well.
Yes, because the Dawnblade triggers the Boulder Traps text. So if it was just a Dawnblade for 3 and I defended with this, it wouldn't have done any damage. And now I'm just going to cheat by asking you, what do you think? I'll tell you what I think. I kind of want to put a -1 on your Crown of Providence. Does that seem like the right play?
I think so. It probably doesn't matter too much because the crown is more of a utility to fix my hand / arsenal.
Yeah.
And the bracers are just a 2-block. Or, well, 2 then 1, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're good, but you're getting the same value if you do it on crown.
Oh,
I don't think it matters as much.
Sure. I guess I kind of forgot that. I think it makes sense then to put it on the bracers. Because this is actually blocking for 3 through the course of the game. I kind of forgot about that. I'm gonna do that. And then I guess I'll take 5. Ooh, 6. I love that card.
It's so good.
Oh. What? Oh, you do have the tunic. Oh, gross. Yeah, okay. Alex agrees that Brave Forge is the way to go. This is definitely an I'm in trouble moment here. Wait, what? Oh, you get to draw a card off of Supreme. Ugh. So I took 6. This is coming in for 6 more. Plus a counter. Plus whatever's in your hand. All right, I'm gonna be greedy. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna. Do you mind if I take that back one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe could you hit undo? Maybe see what happens. Okay, it doesn't matter. I think I could make inertia happen first, or do you know what I'm saying? So I could have you put all your cards away, and then the Bloodrot Pox happens afterwards. Anyway, but
I guess I have to, because I'm going to lose all my cards anyways, right?
yeah.
Definitely pay.
But I get to see you had the glistening steel blade.
That was going to be in the hand, but I forgot about the inertia with the course of the turn.
Right.
Bye-bye cards.
Oh, Bryce gets to choose. It says turn player gets to choose. Oh, that's right. Yeah. If you, the player that has the trigger stack is in charge. Okay. So I can save some resources here by not activating this, but I will do it anyway. I think what I could do there is play a card from hand, and that would just put the bolt and shot in. But Alex was saying that Riptide is coded incorrect right now, and that if my arsenal has a card in it, it wouldn't actually do it.
Interesting.
Wait, this has an aim counter, right? Oh, yeah, this is still right. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, okay. It felt like a decent turn.
Yeah, presenting what, 13?
Yeah, it was 13. I actually thought it was going to be 14, but I read the card wrong. Could also do the purge grapplers here.
Of the art in this set.
Me too. I'll say there's one arrow that has not very outsiders-y art. It's got very Aria art, which throws me off. I don't know why they...
Is that the one arrow that's like the majestic arrow?
It is a majestic arrow, yeah.
It's like extra pumped or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You get out for blood. That is a bummer. I definitely thought about using equipment here also.
Yeah. I'll say he wasn't even sucking treasure yet, but toxic tips is a thing. Oh, I take another damage.
Yeah, you'll take a damage. I will get to put a -1 on that tunic, I guess. Well, that's what it took to get rid of that counter.
How about I threaten another one?
Another one. Damn, it's just whenever it hits, put a counter on it.
Yeah.
I have not finished reading that card before.
I had an absolutely disgusting turn against James last night.
Yeah.
On my first turn of the game, actually.
You pulled this out?
So he went first. He was on Azalea. End of his turn, I played Iron Song Pride. So I had a counter going into my turn. I drew up. I had like a blue, a Singing Steel Blade, Glistening Steel Blade, and I think another pump. And I go Glistening Steel Blade for 4 go again. He blocks 10 with 3 from hand and Purge Grapplers. So 1 card left in hand and 1 card in arsenal. I Singing into Twinning. He can't block the second on blade swing. I gave a go again from bolters. He gets a counter, so it's up to 2 counters. And then I bracers and swing again, and he gets 2 more counters on the third swing. So I end the
Jesus.
turn. I end my first turn with 4 counters.
That is disgusting. Hmm. God, it's the go again that's really like putting in work, you know. Let's see if there's anything I can do here. God, do I just... Hmm. I think that's the play. Nice. Oh man. Joke is on you because I get to block with it again later, right?
That is the plan. I'm trying to think of what I let you have back.
Okay. So this counter stays on it through this turn, right? Blocking it out doesn't make it go away. But you get
block this out.
You get a second one though if I don't block
A third
it.
one.
You get a third one. Oh okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So it seems like a pretty good reason to just like throw everything in my hand at this. Yeah. Seems good.
So the 2 blues in a route, and I'm like, oh, this works perfectly.
Hmm.
And like it's only backfires if you have the D react.
Well, I just kind of have to be patient here. How many cards could you have? How many possible buffs could a Dorinthia player run? Okay.
D react over there?
Yeah, I got one.
Ooh. When this defends an attack with Ghost, discards their hand and draws that many -1. That's kind of rude.
Yeah. So don't give it go again.
So what are we at right now? I'm at 7 to your.
I've got 9, right? 7 and 9.
I'll do it.
Now, do I want to... Yeah, I want to fire that. So this is just on hit, create an inertia token. Sounds good. Can I draw something good here? Yeah, those are good cards, sure.
How does 3 sound?
3 sounds fine.
About go again.
Uh-oh. I mean, yeah.
Resources. Done do that.
Yeah. Hmm.
How does 6 sound?
A lot scarier. You get so many cards in your hand. I just want to hope that that's good enough. Alright, I expected the glint when you made the first attack. Oh, I did not expect the twinning blade. Okay. Sure. Did you just draw that, or was that in your hand already?
The twinning?
Yeah.
I had that already.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
like
My plan was swinging 3 this entire turn.
Oof.
My question is, do you have
Do you have a balloon? Damn. So take 5, get a counter, have an arsenal for next turn. We're gonna take 2, you get a counter. I don't have an arsenal. I guess I could also take 0. You don't get a counter.
seems like the logical play.
Yeah. Inertia's doing nothing. Yeah. And you get a lot more cards in the deck still. The benefits of having a weapon. Not falling for this trickle, man.
No tricks around here, fella.
Oh. What? He broke his refraction filters. It could go again. I take it.
It's a hand. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Oof. Not what I wanted to see. I mean, I'm happy blocking the spoils of war, but... Seems good. What do I do here?
What do you do here? I don't get how they're the same rarity and Riptide's quiver is so much worse than Azalea's.
I
It's actually
mean,
laughable.
yeah, I don't know what to tell you. All right, I suppose I can't actually do anything. That's not cool. But it did make you block, so we'll do that. Hmm. So really don't. Okay. Yeah. Just say no, thank you. Just do that.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. No counters, please. This life gap has just been steadily going into your favor here, so I'm trying to like get things back to how they should be.
No 0 for 4 action.
0 for 4. If you defend from hand, Blood Rot Pox.
Interesting.
That's right. It looks like Post Malone, right?
It really does. No fishing for a blue.
Good luck.
Didn't get the blue.
Uh-oh. Well, that's my turn. Well, you didn't get a blue, but you're on Tunic now, so.
That is true.
Oh, Pitching Iron Song.
Needed a blue.
Yeah. I'll take it. Hmm. The tunic. Ooh.
Very timely.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay. Well, you got there. Can't even put an aim counter on it. I'm just realizing that. If you load it face up, you can't flip it. But it still has the blood wrap pox on it. So. What's feeling worse to you, blood rot or inertia?
Probably inertia, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Okay. It's looking not so good for me. This is a card I can get behind. Go again and piercing is awesome.
It's an interesting blue.
Yeah, I guess it's piercing 3 as a red. Is that right?
Which you would just be absolutely crazy to block with armor.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let me put in my tunic in front of that to give it +3?
Okay. It's already got go again. Already got the resource for it. Do I risk a second counter with just taking this and assuming I can block everything? It's a tough decision. I kind of think I do, though. It just seems like and the precision press goes away, so I might be able to put my armor in front of it in the next attack. We'll see. Yeah, okay, I'll take 4. But now that
Haha,
another
the whole
piercing.
time.
Sure did.
Problematic.
Yes. Oh my god. You're kidding me. Oh man. Yeah. I really thought I had it. That was great.
Good news, though, is that I might be dead.
You ought to take 4, right? Didn't you have 2 blood rots?
Did the trap have to be something?
Oh, I thought it must be a order resolve thing.
When it depends, an attacking hero has played or activated their action is chain link. Create a blood rot. Yeah, maybe I played both of mine after you did yours?
I think I didn't let yours resolve when I think I responded to it with the trap. I think it's supposed to resolve and then do it.
That makes
so
sense.
that was supposed to do 3 damage to you.
Or 2 damage. Yeah, so I would have been at 1.
Well, the trap would have triggered which blood Riptide.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I want to. Do you mind if we roll it back? And I want to see if that is how that works.
Yeah, that's fine. Undo.
Let me. I'm just gonna go start of last turn, if that's fine. So you swung at me. Yeah, you had that. Okay, so I took that. You swung again. I did this, this, and this. Blocking 7.
I do this.
So that has to resolve. So right now it's saying choose an instant. Okay, so now it's resolved. but you still have priority.
Right. For which I then
If you
pass, since I'm going over the top.
so you did pass priority, and then I can activate this, which does 1 damage to you. Or I guess you can still.
I don't think it would matter since I've already played one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
you
has
can
already
still
resolved.
respond. I mean, is
Right. Which at this point it doesn't matter since I see that you've played that.
right. So did that not?
This is still resolving.
Oh,
Or
it's
yes,
resolving
resolving.
right now. Okay.
And then I just take 5 at the end of my turn.
So I deal 1, and then you take 4. Yeah. So I have to let those resolve, which is quite cool. Now,
That's hilarious.
what was your value per turn?
A 9.6. Or no, average value?
The
11.3.
11.3. At 12.5. Which seems high. I don't feel like I was doing that much value. Is it possible to rewind?
After this portion, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, maybe. Let's see. No, it's not. You are correct. Well, I mean, I'm just hitting undo. It's not doing anything. Oh, wait. This turn.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
There we go. So... Okay, I don't have any cards in my hand, but you do.
I think this is
Oh!
played out the first time.
That you're right. So I can put this in my arsenal now, which was my original plan.
Yeah, this is after.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to see how this was going to play out.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's definitely a hell of a way to close out the game. That's for sure.
Yeah, 5 sneaky damage on your turn. That's some like wizard stuff right there, where you have to start paying attention, because if I can stack blood rods, obviously it's game winning. Okay, you hit me with the dominate. Well, that's how this turn played out then, huh? Nice. And you already had 2 counters too. That's great.
Game, sir.
Good game. Allow me to rain razors. Yeah. So I had virulent touch in my arsenal. I was assuming if I lived 1 more turn, 0 for 4, threaten a blood rot, or take 4. Just kind of, you were out of equipment to block with. Oh, and now I'm at 11.5 value after that last play there. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, good game. Thanks for playing. This was super cool.
I will catch you later, sir.
Yeah. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. So thanks everybody for watching.